Yeah, welcome everybody to the press conference, penultimate round of the 2023 DTM Championship. We have our three race-winning drivers here. First place, Thomas Preining, Manta EMA. Second place, Dennis Olsen, also Manta EMA. And third place, Christian Engelhardt, GRT Grosser Racing. So, second victory of the season for Thomas Preining from the pole position. Second pole position for him this season. With the 1 and 2 victory of Thomas and of Dennis, Manta EMA clinched today the team championship, and also Porsche clinched the manufacturers championship. So a big congrats to that. You can both go to your bosses and say that part of the job is done for today. So Thomas, congrats. You have now very dominant performance by you and by Dennis today. 27-point gap now in the championship. So how does it feel to be 1 point away from being DTM champion?
It feels great, but of course we didn't do it yet. So full focus again tomorrow. We need to deliver our best again, but we would have done this anyway. No matter how today would have gone, we're professionals, so in the end makes no difference. All in again tomorrow, and for now I'm just super proud of the whole team, together with Dennis, of course, to give them this nice little present today, 1-2, which is what we've been striving for the whole season, and obviously winning the team championship is fantastic in this manner.
That was, as I said, dominant performance for you today, and also from Dennis. So second pole after Oschersleben, had screened by the while. Tell us a little bit of the race that looked like really clear sailing.
Yeah, it's never clear sailing in DTM. This I can tell you. It's always stressful. I had some vibrations rear right, so I was really scared it's a puncture for a few laps, but it's just some dirt, I guess, because the tire didn't blow up. And in the end, it's always busy, you know, especially in the very beginning and at the very end, the pace wasn't too good. But luckily, in the middle of the race, we were really fast, and also the pit stop was perfect from the team, and the strategy worked out really well.
Mirko Bortolotti struggled this morning in qualifying with track limits. So how was it for you during today's race?
In the race, it was okay because, of course, you're pushing a lot, but you are not kind of going over the limit to overachieve. In quali, I also had some lap times deleted. That's just the way it goes sometimes. I mean, I was more than all in quali. I went off twice on 4 push laps, and on the other one I had a track limit infringement. So I'm just happy one of them counted and was without any mistake. But this is simply the way it goes when you're really pushing.
So you need 1 point tomorrow morning. There's also a possibility that you can be DTM champion after qualifying tomorrow morning already. So do you do a little bit of party tonight or not yet?
No. In the end, like I said before, we didn't win it yet, and until it's fully done for this championship, we have nothing to celebrate. For sure, we will. Maybe smile a bit about winning the team championship, but in the end we have one more big day tomorrow, another mountain to climb, and for sure we will find 2 or 3 small things we can do better, and then tomorrow we will obviously try to get the best out of it again.
Going back to today's race, so at the start of the race, you had a really nice start, and there was immediately Dennis behind you. So, any difficulties between that?
No, the start went really well. Then, like I described before, I was really struggling for pace at the beginning. I was not super slow, but not as fast as I hoped I would be. But then after 5, 6, 7 laps, I started to feel the tire getting better and better, and then I just really put my foot down, and I managed to stretch a little gap, luckily, and then we managed to keep it that way until the end.
Okay, thank you, Thomas. Dennis, welcome back on the podium in DTM. So, tell us a little bit about your race today.
Yeah, very happy with the race. Obviously, getting the team championship, as already mentioned, was great, and this was the main target from my side since we had a tough middle of the season. Now coming back to finish on a high, this is for sure the main target for me, and very happy to be back on the podium. P2 is always good, and let's see tomorrow. I will try to win.
That was a great day for Manthey Racing today. You couldn't do any better than 1-2. What was the reason you were so dominant today? Because we have 4 other Porsches in the grid. They were not in the top 5. So why were you so strong today?
I think definitely the test we had a couple of weeks ago was very, very positive for us, where we really dialed in the car very well. And coming here to the weekend where the weather was very unpredictable on Friday, you know, we knew our package, we knew our car very well for both our cars, and definitely this is a big help in qualifying this morning, where this was the real full dry session. And to be honest, the car was on rails, the best car we had so far this year, and this definitely helps a lot. So P1 for Thomas, P3 for me, and I kind of knew already there that starting P3 could be an advantage instead of P2. So definitely we tried to plan to make sure that we had a good start and that I hopefully could pass Christian in turn 1, which we managed to do. And from there on we just went flat out and tried to pull away from the others.
Your job certainly was today to look in the rear mirror and see that there is no danger for you and for Thomas from behind. Was there any danger, or was it just control during the race?
In the beginning, Christian was very quick, and then we managed to pull a little gap where I felt a bit more comfortable. Then we had a great pit stop, which definitely helped a lot, and a very strong outlap where I just pushed maximum, went full risk, and pulled a gap which was even a bit more comfortable to Christian, and from there on trying to stay on Thomas's bumper for the rest of the race. Definitely a good race, well executed, and perfect way to win the team's championship.
Thank you, Dennis. Moving on to P3, Christian Engelhardt. Christian, welcome back in DTM. We missed you last couple of races. You are racing successful in GT Masters and Red Bull Ring, now back in DTM, but in a Lamborghini. That was a really quick car, it seems.
Yes, I'm really happy to be here. Late call, but thankful for the call from Gottfried Brasser to put me in the GRT Lamborghini. And I was actually in USA when I got the call, and changed all the flights, went straight to Frankfurt, drove here and did the test last week. First time back in the car since 4 years, and still felt at home quite quickly, to be honest. Already in the afternoon there was feeling really good, and car was hooked up already in the test, so came here quite optimistic, to be honest. Got the okay from Porsche, which I'm also very thankful for to do this. And yeah, since yesterday it was hard to tell where you are, because the conditions are up and down, and it's raining, it's never fully dry. You don't know anything, and into quali the car was just mega, and I drove it good. Managed to be in the front, just so close to pole position, and then Thomas just got me in the end, and that was already a good start this morning.
You started P2 in the sandwich of the 2 Manthey cars. So as you mentioned, you're a Porsche contracted driver. What were you feeling in the sandwich of the Porsche drivers?
Yeah, I was trying to make a good start to pass Thomas in turn 1. No, obviously it's difficult here from P2. Flying start, the poleman has a lot of power over it, and if you have your teammate right behind, you can talk and prepare. We did a similar thing also with Team Jos when Sven was behind me in last race. So that's always an advantage. But still, I wanted to hang on to P2. I didn't manage to in turn 1. Then I was close, I think, to Dennis for the whole stint. Just waiting for the pit window to see what we can do with strategy, because I could see the cars were really good, and there was not really any opportunity to attack from my side. So I just started to try to stay close and wait for a good strategy. But unfortunately, something went wrong on the rear left and in the pit stop. Can happen, and then the gap was quite big. I think second stint for me was not so exciting, but still managed to learn a lot about the car and push and try to close the gap. I think they slowed down a bit at the end, so then I got a bit closer. Yeah, and that was the race in the end. But yeah, for us or for me, it's mega to come here and jump in the car and be on the podium after such a late call. Is amazing. Good feeling.
Yeah, that was a nice presentation. So good luck for tomorrow then. Do we have any questions here from the floor to our 3 race-winning drivers? Sven?
Yeah, congratulations to you guys. A question for Tommy and maybe also for Dennis. You both had the perfect start. Did you talk about that before, how you're going to do it, or did it just turn out like this? How was this before?
No. No, for sure we had a chat. We knew what we're gonna do. This is the advantage that you have, and you have to use it. In the end, it's nothing illegal. It's also not a secret. Of course, we spoke about where we go, and of course the aim was to be 1-2 after turn 1, but it's never as easy as you think. So in the end, I think it worked out well, but it could have also gone completely different.
Yeah, not much to add. We for sure had a chat about it and tried to plan, but yeah, you know, it's a bit stupid to plan too much, because if he forgets about it, then I will hit him in the rear. So at the end, it worked out nicely, and yeah, happy for that.
Yeah, one more for Tommy. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about your emotions. Maybe also, it's a very important day for you. Have you been nervous? You seem pretty cool. How did you feel in the morning? How do you feel today?
I wouldn't say nervous. I'm for sure excited, because I was happy to drive in at least clear conditions again. Yesterday was always a bit mixed, and in the end, quali is always fun, which I enjoy. So I was excited for that, and obviously it's a high pressure situation as any other quali, but for sure, especially this time, you know what's at stake. But in the end, I think everything worked out well. And in the race, I knew if I get a good start and I have decent pace initially, we can have a very good day. And luckily, it all worked out how we wanted.
And one more for Christian. Yeah, from outside, I think many people are surprised. You turn up in the Lamborghini car and you're almost in pole position. Maybe you can tell us a little bit. Is there a secret? Is it the track that you like, that you're very good at? How was it possible to have such a good performance?
Yeah, I mean, the car is not totally new to me. Of course, it's a new evolution from when I drove it. But I think 4 years ago, I was for a long time very, very successful with that team and that car. So I know the key persons in that team, and they do a really good job on preparing the car really fast. So I came to the test, and I was not really involved too much in setup work or these kind of things, just giving my personal feedback. And we tried a few things, but we stay very close to their experience, and I rely on this and just focus to adapt myself as quickly as possible. And I think this worked out well. But to be honest, after one day of testing, I already felt quite good. It seems that you don't forget these kind of things even over a long period of time. It's different to drive the car, for sure. But I mean, yeah, both of them have their strengths.
Any more questions here from the floor?
Dennis, maybe a stupid question, but Given that Thomas had a slightly rough start to the first stint and a slightly rough conclusion to the second stint, if his situation was different, if he wasn't a teammate, was there more on the table today, you reckon, or?
No. In the beginning of the race, I kind of wanted it to hurry up a little bit because Christian was giving me some pressure. So I told the team, please tell Thomas to hurry up a bit because I'm getting close and I'm getting pressured. And I knew as soon as if Christian got a chance, the pack behind was very close as well. And for sure, not only for Thomas, but mainly for myself as well. I wanted to avoid that, to be in the mix together with all those other wolves behind. I heard it was quite a fight. And ultimately at the end, there was nothing left. We tried maximum today. And I think we executed maximum. A 1-2 is always perfect. And I'm very much looking forward to come back to the garage now to see all the guys.
Any more questions? No? Then thank you, and hope to see you back tomorrow. Certainly we see Thomas here, I would guess, and then enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.